Hi, this is Nadia Asencio with Miami TOX, where everyday Miamians tell us exactly how they feel about the upcoming presidential election. What do you feel is the biggest challenge that's going to be faced by Marco Rubio, Hillary Clinton, Ted Cruz, and Rand Paul in the new election?
Honestly, I think it's got to be fixing the deficit, the federal deficit. I mean, we're just spending money at an astronomical level. I think that's something that definitely needs to be addressed.
But from a policy issue, I think there's going to be a lot of talk about, the economy, particularly the debt, and ways in which we can provide jobs while still growing as an economy as a whole.
Marco Rubio, I think he's still too young for this, but I'm very proud that he's running. And the others, we'll see. Let's see what comes out with the debates and what they start bringing out.
You brought up something very interesting. A lot of people have said that Marco Rubio is too green to actually have the presidency. How would you feel about seeing a vice president, Marco Rubio?
I don't think he'll go for that.
Really? Why not?
Wants something more. I think he wants something more.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I think it all ties together, but mostly the Middle East for sure. It's gotten out of hand, and we've strayed away from some of our allies, which I think we need to, fix those relationships as well.
Hillary Clinton is the only female running right now. I mean, how do you feel? You're a man.
I don't have any particular issues. I think the rest of the world, if you look at Brazil, Germany, and other presidents or dignitaries that are exercising that office, they have done an excellent job, or they have. So I don't think there's any issues whether between a woman or there's a man. I think it's about whether they can do it or not, and the issues that they're running for.
Definitely jobs, and we need a strong leader who focuses more on domestic policies and what's important for America right now instead of going overseas and focusing on other countries' foreign policy.
Hi, it's Nadia Asencio again with Miami Talks, and I'm here with
Maria Anderson, former commissioner in the Gables.
Former commissioner in the Gables. Thank you so much for your time, ma'am. So we just had a couple of questions about the 2016 presidential election. What do you think is going to be the most important issue for the candidates as we go towards the election?
How to gap the big divide in Congress? How to become believable again as a government? Nobody trusts the government anymore. How do you begin to bring back trust, and how do you begin to work together between the two parties? That's the biggest issue for me.
It's a little bit challenging to see somebody who is in line with all of my fiscal views also not be in line with a lot of the views that I see socially, and being 2015 not being progressive enough. So that is definitely something that I think is a big concern and a huge challenge.
Well, there you have it. Thanks for joining us today on Miami Talks. I'm your host, Nadia Asencio, and we are the voice of Miami.